everyone, it's Sarah and I scribble, and we are far away today. I actually changed the height of my camera. Not sure how that's gonna work out, but I bought some new art supplies for myself last month because it was my birthday, and I'm still waiting on some in the mail, but I got these things, and I don't know, I'll share them with you and do a doodle. So I've been wanting metallic paint or something like that, like all these people using the metallic watercolors and the pearlescent watercolors, and they are all so gorgeous, but I don't need an entire palette of metallic or pearlescent watercolors. No matter how much I want them, I don't need them. I will not be using them. So I opted out of that and got myself the Gelly Rolls in metallic instead. And this is just the gold and silver ones. So yeah, I got these two. I really like them so far. I've been using them for everything, basically. And then I got a set of, and I didn't realize this till now, but it's all Sakura, actually, because this is the Sakura Gelly Roll, and these are the Sakura Pigma Microns. So I got this set of 3, and it's the 02, 04, and 08. I think it's a pretty good size range. Like, I'm very bad at varying my line width, so I figured maybe if I try to use these, there you have the size difference. And I kind of like, I'm not sure how good it shows up on camera actually, but the number 2 one, the one at the top, actually comes to more of a point compared to the other two, and I kind of like that. Let's see so I get the right cap on the right pen. And I used all of this yesterday actually to do, I posted it on Instagram, this one of Lars. I used them all. You can probably tell a little bit better here, but I used like the 8 I used here on the back of his head, and then I used the 4, and then I used the 2 for his eyes, and then you can see I used the gold and silver metallic things on the stars and my other things. And I use it to outline. This is a thing I've been doing too for some of my doodles. I've been outlining them with like a Gelly Roll, either white or something like that, and I really like the results. I did, I'm gonna doodle in this one today. Let's see. Yeah, I outlined this one of Ion with white, and I really like how it turned out on the pink background. Nope, I didn't. But yeah, so I'm gonna use these, probably some color, and draw some Ichiban Idol fan art. I was gonna say, but they're my own kids. Can I draw fan art of my own stuff? At this point, it's basically what it is, because like I'm so bad at drawing my kids. It's terrible. It's so bad. Have I talked about this sketchbook? I'm just gonna mention this sketchbook is really thick, and I feel like if I'm gonna flip through this at the end, it's gonna take forever. So what I've done is that I've marked off the center here. So when I get to this spread, I'm just gonna close the book and save it for a video, and then I'm gonna show the first half of the book, and then I'm gonna do the other half of the book and then show that once that's finished. But yeah, so I can't wait to get to the, wow, teal paper, because it's so pretty, and I think they're the same texture. That's too bad. It's like this paper, this drawing is awful, by the way. It's like this paper has been treated. I've said that before, but the pink paper has been treated, so if I show you, well, you can see it with the marker a little bit. It gets very almost granulated, like the pigment stays on top, kind of like watercolors. You can clearly see it here with this one. This is a water-based marker, and it just beads up. It's like the paper can't absorb the ink. Let's see, what else do I have? Yeah, same with these jeans. This is the Stabilo, and it just sits on top of the paper. I don't know if actually, it doesn't come off, so if I just leave it to dry, but it's like I can't get a solid color. So now, let's see if I can do a drawing. But first I have to empty the camera because apparently there's no space on this 16 gigabyte thing. Why? On the one hand I want to draw Mars because she has a lot of jewelry, which would give me excuses for this. But then again, I kind of want to draw Venus. So I'm probably going to draw Venus. Should I zoom in? I'm actually considering having sketchbooks and then having an actual art book. So whenever I want to create an art piece for YouTube or whatever, whenever I want to do something more complete, I pick up the art book instead of the sketchbook and draw there. Because I don't really have loose sheets of paper. Like the closest I can get to that is my watercolor paper. But I don't have a lot of loose paper for traditional stuff. I have sketchbooks. So I'm thinking I might actually get a nicer paper sketchbook and use that as an art book so I can get some more traditional pieces done. Because at this point I'm thinking you guys are pretty tired of my Inktense paintings. And I just want to use some other mediums. Like I really like the Stabilo pens and I really like the Posca pens a lot. And the Sakura Souffle jelly rolls and stuff like that. I don't think the souffles are actually called jelly rolls. They're just like the Sakura Souffle gel pens. I think, knock on every piece of wood in the entire house, I finally have a break from... I called it work training before, but I guess I could have called it an internship because that's what it was. I just did not have that word in my vocabulary at the time. But yeah, I finished my internship. I'm waiting to hear back from them. Which I don't know will be when. Disclaimer. I had a reference for this. I've stated this before that most of my these fashion doodles have reference in some form or other. I'm not really sure what kind of a animal mix Venus is. I'm thinking he's somewhere between dog and fox. Don't ask me about Mars. She is a mystery. Ian is definitely some type of wolf. But then again, if you look at Mars and then you look at Skino, they look fairly similar, wow. And one of Skino's traits, or races, animals she's based off of, is the chinchilla. Not that that sort of correlates, well, the tail mostly. But then when you look at Mars, she doesn't have the same tail. I think I, on some level, took inspiration from the chinchilla with the ears too, but I can't remember why they look like they do now. Either way, so I guess Mars is some kind of chinchilla hybrid with something bigger. Probably wolf or similar. That is a thing I sometimes wish I had done with more variety. It's my characters' noses, because they all have, well, this is a bad example, but they all have tiny noses. Like, Mars' nose is a bit different, but they're basically all the same. These upside down triangles. Sometimes a little rounded, sometimes not, but mostly it's an upside down triangle. Heart-shaped upside down triangles. And I kind of wish that I spent a little time diversifying them, but at the same time it's sort of my style now. Like the same nose in all the characters is my style. So I'm okay with it. At the same time, as sometimes I wish I'd done it a bit differently. I like it. Turned out good. And even though his nose is kind of big, Venus looks pretty cute. And for the sparkle, thing is, the souffles get super shiny. Like it's like plastic. They turn plastic. So they get really shiny. So it kind of diverts from the rest of the shiny. Juliet O and all that. Oh my god, no one's gonna get that. I am old, no one's gonna get that. If you do get that, I love you. But yeah. I actually put some gold in his eyes, but I don't think... Yeah, no, it merges too well with the white. I should have put it on the other side. Lots of rambly stuff today, I'm sorry about that. And I still have groceries sitting on the counter in the kitchen, or rather on a chair in the kitchen, so I really have to go deal with that. So today I doodled this using, I guess these two. I had the purple for the sketch. I used a bunch of souffles, this one mainly. I used some of the feathers on his eyes. I had both my Signo and the regular Sakura Gelly Roll, and then I used these three, which were the Pigma Microns. Oh goodness. These two, which were what I also showed you today, the Gelly Roll Metallics in gold and silver. And I also picked up this one, which is the Tombow Fudenosuke, and I used the gray to do his shirt. I didn't want a pitch black one. And I also used the tan number 3 of the Spectrum Noir markers to do his hair. Oh yeah, and I used another Pigma brush to do the tips of his ears and the tip of his tail. Words. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please do, if you haven't, take a moment to subscribe. You can hit that button, join in for more fun art videos. You can also follow me on all my social media. Links to those will be down below, as well as to my Etsy and my Redbubble store. Check those out if you'd like. Don't forget to leave a comment or like this video. Give it a thumbs up. It helps a lot. Until next time, keep on scribbling, friends. Bye!